Hello students, the next part of the post-fertilization changes is the dicot embryo development. That means in last lecture I have told you that some of the post-fertilization changes which occur in the plant, and these are the development of the endosperm, development of the embryo, development of the fruit, seed coat. These all are the changes which we call as a post-fertilization changes. In last lecture we have seen the development of the endosperm. I also told you that the endosperm and embryo development occur in the embryo sac simultaneously, but somewhat little development of the endosperm start first and then there is a development of the embryo starts. That means embryo development start after some time of the development of the endosperm. These embryo are of two types, dicot embryo and the monocot embryo. As we know, when one cotyledon is present in the embryo, we call it as a monocot embryo. When two cotyledons are present in the embryo, we call it as a dicot embryo. So, in the embryo development, we will see first the development of the dicot embryo. So, dicot embryo development, this is the one of the important post-fertilization change that we are going to discuss now. See here what happened during the development of the dicot embryo. Here the first figure is of the zygote. Zygote, how zygote is formed in the embryo sac? We have seen in the double fertilization, this zygote is formed after the fusion of one male gamete with the egg. After fusion of one male gamete with the egg, there is a development of the zygote. So zygote is always diploid. This zygote undergoes mitotic division. Zygote undergoes mitotic division, and this zygote form two cell stage, and this two cell stage of the zygote is called as proembryo. So we write here, this one is called as the proembryo. Okay, zygote after mitotic division form two cell stage, and this two cell stage we call it as a proembryo. See here, which are the two cells of this proembryo? One cell which is near the micropyle end is called as basal cell or suspensor initial cell. One cell of this proembryo which is near the micropyle end. As you know, in the structure of anatropous ovule, we have seen the two ends of that ovule. One end which is called as micropyle end, another end which we call as a chalaza end. You are very well known about this fact. So the end of this proembryo which is near the micropyle is called as the basal cell or the suspensor initial cell, and the other end of this proembryo or other cell of this proembryo which is near the chalaza end is called as terminal cell or the embryonal initial cell. So keep in mind the two cells which are formed after the division of the zygote by the process of mitosis. One cell near the micropyle end is called as a basal cell. Another cell near the chalaza end is called as a terminal cell. Terminal cell has another name called as embryonal initial cell, while the basal cell is have another name that is called as the suspensor initial. Okay? So after the zygote divides by mitosis, these two cells are formed which we call as a proembryo. Then what happens next? This proembryo again divide and it form a completely new structure. How this structure is formed? See here. This terminal cell which is near the chalaza end, which we call as another name as embryonal initial cell. For your convenience, keep in mind only one name. Either keep in mind terminal cell and basal cell, or you keep in mind the embryonal initial or the suspension initial. So this terminal cell, which is near the chalaza end, undergoes the further division, and there is the formation of a stage that is called as the 4-cell stage. What happens here? First, I say that this terminal cell undergoes 3 mitotic division. Terminal cell undergoes 3 mitotic division. By first mitotic division, this terminal cell undergoes, see here, I will draw it again here. This terminal cell by first mitotic division forms 2 cells. Okay, and by second mitotic division it forms 4 cells. So this terminal cell by first mitotic division form this 2 cell, and by second mitotic division form the 4 cell. So here 2 mitotic divisions are completed. By 2 mitotic division there will be formation of the 4 cell, and by third mitotic division these 4 cells get converted into 8-cell stage, and this 8-cell stage of the embryo is called as a octant. Is called as a octant. What I have said, that this terminal cell, which is near the chalaza end, undergo 3 mitotic division. First mitotic division it form 2 cell. By second mitotic division it form the 4 cell, and by the third mitotic division it form the 8 cell, and all these 8 cell we call it as a octant stage. We call it as a octant stage. Okay, now next cell, for our convenience I have colored it, because of that we can easily differentiate terminal cell and the basal cell. So this basal cell divide again by the further division by the process of mitosis, and these basal cell again form long filamentous structure, and this filamentous structure which we have seen here, the color of that structure is the orange color, and this filamentous structure which is formed by the division of this basal cell, we label it as a suspensor cell. See here, this complete structure is called as the suspensor cell. From this to this all structure which is formed by the division of the basal cell is labeled as the suspensor. Is labeled as a suspensor. So here the two important point is that the terminal cell divides and form the octant stage, while the basal cell divides and form the suspensor. Okay, now see what happened. This suspensor cell, which is formed by the division of the basal cell, shows two important modifications. Which are those modifications? The suspensor cell has the one biggest cell which is toward the micropyle end. Suspensor has one biggest cell which is toward the micropyle end. As I told you here, this end is the micropyle end of the embryo sac, this end is the chalaza end of embryo sac. So at the micropyle end, the suspensor cell shows enlargement. The last cell of suspensor at the micropyle end shows the enlargement, and that enlargement of the suspensor cell is called as the haustorial cell. The last cell of suspensor toward the micropyle end is called as haustorial cell. While the lowermost cell of suspensor, which is near this proembryo, which is the 4-stage structure, the cell of the suspensor which is near to this proembryo, that structure of the suspensor is called as hypophysis. These 2 points are very important for the MCQ point of view. What I told you, that the suspensor has 2 modifications. That means the cell of the suspensor toward the micropyle end become enlarged. That cell we call as a haustorial cell. The lowermost cell of suspensor, which is near to this proembryo, which is near to the four cell stage of the proembryo, is called as a hypophysis. So you have to keep in mind, hypophysis and the haustorial cell are the cell of the suspensor. Okay, and how these suspensor are formed? These suspensor are formed by the division of the basal cell or the suspensor initial of the proembryo. Okay, then what is the function of this suspensor? Here we are label it as a suspensor. So suspensor's function is that it push the embryo towards the endosperm. This embryo, which here we have drawn here the diagram of the embryo in white color. This embryo always push toward the endosperm by the suspensor, and as you know, endosperm is the nutritive tissue. Throughout the development of embryo, this endosperm provide nutrition to this embryo. That's why towards the endosperm this suspensor push the embryo, and therefore the development of embryo occur in a good manner because it get maximum nutrition from the endosperm. So function of the suspensor is to push this embryo toward the endosperm. Then what happen in next? See, this is the next figure after the fourth stage of the proembryo and the suspensor. What happened? As I told you that this terminal cell undergo 3 mitotic division. Here 2 mitotic division occur, and result of this 2 mitotic division is formation of the fourth cell, and the last third mitotic division occur here, and the result of the third mitotic division is the formation of 8 cell, and these 8 cell we call it as a octant stage of the embryo. Then in this octant stage there are 4 cells are present in upper tier and 4 cells are present in the lower tier. In the upper tier 4 cells are present, in the lower tier 4 cells are present, because overall there are total 8 cells are present in this octant stage. Then what happened? The upper 4 cells of this octant stage or upper 4 cells of the tier form the plumule and the one or more cotyledon. Plumule part, as you are well known for this part, because plumule part of the embryo forms the shoot part, stem part. Okay, and cotyledon means what? In the monocot, 1 cotyledon is there. In dicot embryo there are 2 cotyledon are there, and cotyledon are also function like that of endosperm. They also give nutrition to the embryo. That's why this plumule and cotyledon are formed from the upper 4 cells of the octant stage, or from upper 4 tier cells of the octant there will be formation of the plumule and cotyledon. And the lower 4 cells of the octant, they form the hypocotyl and radicle. Radicle, as you know, radicle part of the embryo form the root part of the plant. Then what is meant by hypocotyl? You are not familiar with this hypocotyl word. So hypocotyl means what? Hypocotyl is that part of the embryo or that part of the seed which is present between the plumule and the cotyledon. Hypocotyl is that part of the embryo which is present between the plumule and cotyledon. In the embryo, in between plumule part and cotyledon part, there is some region, there is some space, and that space is called as the hypocotyl. So this hypocotyl and the radicle which are formed from the lower tier of this embryo. So you will see that this octant stage forms the plumule and cotyledon from upper cell, 4 cell, and hypocotyl and radicle from the lower 4 cell. Then here we have seen that the lowermost cell of this suspensor, which is near the proembryo, we label it as a hypophysis. This hypophysis again undergoes further division and this hypophysis after further division forms the radicle and the root tip. That means this hypophysis part of the suspensor also form the radical part, which later on gives the root part of the plant, and root tip, that means after formation of root, the last apex part of the root we call as a root tip, which is formed from this hypophysis, which is the lowermost cell of the suspensor. So you have to keep in mind very well that the upper tier form of the octane, plumule and cotyledon. Lower tier of the octane forms hypocotyledon radicle, and hypophysis of suspensor cell form radicle and root tip. Then what happened? Next, concentrate on this embryo part only. This embryo part later on by further division form the heart-shaped structure. This embryo by further division form heart-shaped structure. Now we are discussing only the embryo part. Okay, so embryo part by further division forms the heart-like structure, that is called as heart-shaped embryo. By further division, this heart-shaped embryo forms the two cotyledon, which are lateral in position, and terminal portion is the plumule. And by last or at the end, this dicot embryo forms horseshoe-shaped embryo. See here, at last this dicot embryo forms horseshoe-shaped embryo. हॉर्सच्या पावलांसारखं जे स्ट्रक्चर तयार करतो, that is called as horseshoe shape. Embryo, and here you can see there are these two cotyledon and one is the plumule. And see here, up to this stage, the development of the embryo of monocot and dicot is same. Now see here, we say that up to this stage the development of monocot and dicot embryo is same, but there are somewhat little differences are present in the monocot embryo. But we are not going to discuss here monocot embryo, we are going to discuss here only the dicot embryo. Again I will revise this development of dicot embryo. See here, this dicot embryo development start somewhat after the little development of the endosperm. After completion of the endosperm development of the dicot embryo starts. Zygote, which is formed after the fusion of one male gamete with the egg, which is the diploid one. This zygote undergoes mitotic division and form two cell structure. The cell which is close to the micropyle is called basal cell or the suspensor initial. The cell which is close to the chalaza end is called as the terminal cell or the embryonal cell. So in some reference book there is given as the larger cell is called as the basal and smaller one is called as the terminal. Then this terminal cell undergo 3 mitotic division. 2 mitotic division occur here and it form 4 cell stage, and 3rd mitotic division occur here and it form the 8 cell stage. We label it as a octet. While this basal cell undergoes further division, these divisions are at right angle to each other, and this basal cell form the 6 to 10 filamentous structure, and this structure is called as a suspensor. The last cell of suspensor toward the micropyle end become larger, and that is called as a haustorial cell. The cell of the suspensor close to the proembryo is called as the hypophysis. Thus, this suspensor is very important part of the dicot embryo because it pushes the embryo toward the endosperm for the proper nutrition of the embryo. Then, in the next figure, what happens? This whole structure of the embryo going to form different parts of the plant body. So, out of this octane stage or out of this 8 cells of the octane, the upper 4 cells form the plumule and cotyledon part of the plant. Lower 4 cells form the hypocotyl and radical part of the plant. While the hypophysis cell, which is the lowermost cell near the embryo of the suspensor, again divide and form the radical and the root tip. This embryo again undergoes further changes, and first it forms the heart-like structure. That's why it is called as heart-shaped embryo. Then it forms two lateral cotyledon and the terminal plumule part, and then this embryo form the last horseshoe-shaped structure. Here also we can see the two cotyledon and the plumule part. Thus here we have completed the dicot embryo development. जर तुम्हाला हे डायकॉट एम्ब्रिओ अशा पद्धतीने व्यवस्थित समजत असेल तर तुम्ही सगळ्यांनी काय करा, या पद्धतीची डायग्राम परत एकदा ड्रॉ करा आणि या पद्धतीने थेरॉटिकली लक्षात ठेवा. ओके, थँक्यू.